everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching, welcome. What you're about to see is my monthly video where I show you little clips of all the things that I sold on eBay throughout the month. So this video is all for February. eBay is something I do at home, just something I can do from home. It's a little bit of a hobby and just a little way to make some extra money. I really enjoy it. And it works really well into my schedule. So it's just a great way for me to supplement my income. Now, I will say this month wasn't my hottest. Of course, though, I didn't really dedicate much time this month. So without further ado, here are all the clips. And then I'll be back at the end of the video to share with you how much I made, profit per item, how much I listed, just a whole bunch of statistics and other little tidbits.
This is a brand new Mrs. Piggle Wiggle book, and hardcover, just beautiful. This is an excellent book, by the way. This I sold. I've had this listed for quite some time. I sold it for $10. And then we have a Simplicity sewing pattern. So this is pre-owned but unused. It's still factory folded inside of there. I actually have two of this particular pattern, which was great because I could, list it with a quantity of two. So this I sold for $10.25. It's a beautiful little sundress pattern. And this I paid like a quarter for, or maybe it was even free. I was at a sale where patterns were free a little while back. And then we have Cruden's Compact Concordance. It's a pretty large book, very nice condition, and this I sold for $10.55. So this is from Hirschner's. It is a laptop quilt kit. Completed size is 34 by 43. Brand new, still in the packaging. And you can see the floss is in here. And this I got at the Goodwill, and I think it was $2.99. And when I looked it up, I was surprised at what it was worth. So this I sold for $69.99. Had it listed a little while, maybe 8 months or 9 months. And then I have this lipstick keychain here. It's got a little bling on the side. This was from Wholesale Ninjas way back, maybe like one of my first boxes that I ever bought from them. And I have a couple of different keychains. This is the first I've sold. I sold this for $8. This is a pre-owned paperback. It does have some wear. The laminate on the cover is coming off. But I sold this for $8.19. And it was free to me. This is made by Fisher-Price. They're Little People little line that they have. And this is from Frozen. You can see here, there's like a little swing. You can put the little people on these little pegs here, have them dance. This spins. I mean, overall, it's nothing super fancy. I don't believe it makes any sound or anything. Nope. Does this do something? What happens here? We're missing something. This guy moves, but I don't know how. Well, anyways, I think he moves. Oh, you push him down. Okay. Up, and you push him up. So anyways, I got this at a Goodwill. Wasn't sure if I should give it to my children or sell it. I ended up listing it. And I've had it listed a little while. Not super long, and I didn't pay a ton for it. I think maybe $1.99 or something. I sold it for $20.99. So the thing with Fisher-Price, and particularly Little People, is that they're always bringing out new things and new characters, and then the characters that were out become very hard to acquire, and the little play sets like this. So sometimes some of these little figures can be worth some money. This play set, if you have this laying around, It's worth a little something. I mean, not a ton, but might be worth listing. And you know, that's true with a lot of Fisher-Price items. Like a lot of their older dollhouse items and furniture and things are worth a little bit of something now. So anyways, I sold that. And then I have a set of 3 various discs here. So this is a CD, and then there are 2 DVDs. These are all from the Collinsworth family. These came from one of those book sales. It was a Christian book sale. Everything that was left over, we gave a donation for and brought it home. Otherwise, it would have went in the dumpster. So, didn't cost me very much. But I sold the lot of 3 of these. Now, they are pre-owned, but in good condition. I sold the lot of 3 of these for $18.25. So this is a fun sale. This is like one of my favorite things to sell, or scenarios for selling. This is a plug for HP printer, like the power cable. I had an HP printer and it died after, you know, I don't know how many years you use, but anyways, so I thought, you know, I'll see if it's worth selling the power cable, and turns out it was. I'm not going to make a ton of money on this, but I will make a little bit towards the loss of that printer. So I sold this for $12.34. So what I have here is a kit to make this ombre Afghan. And I'm not really sure how you say whatever this craft is called. Laseta? I don't know. But I have a couple different listings of this particular type of project. So this was pre-owned, but unused. And you can kind of see you have like this netting and you weave this variegated yarn through to create a pattern, and it makes this ombre Afghan. So inside the box here, you can see the yarn and the netting. I think there's 5 or 6 skeins of yarn. And then we have the directions here. So I can't remember exactly what I paid for this. I'm thinking it might have been $5, which was probably more than I should have. But it's okay. I will make a little money off of it. I sold this for $19.99. Now I have absolutely no idea what is going on with lipstick keychains. Maybe it's like an up and coming fashion trend, because I had 2 of these listed for a couple years, and they've just suddenly both sold. So anyways, glad to see them moving. This is my last lipstick keychain, so you won't be seeing another. I sold this for $8. And then I have a sewing pattern. I love selling sewing patterns. So this is a pre-owned Simplicity pattern, but it is uncut and unused. You can see it's sizes 6 through 14. And this I should be able to mail in an eBay standard envelope for a very affordable amount, maybe a little over $1. And I sold this for $9.10. So the patterns I have, that are for sale, most of them were either free, they're being given away, or I got, it was like a deal, get a box of patterns for $10, I think. So like at the very most they were, or maybe it was $5. The very most they were like 10 cents to a quarter or something like that. So very cheap. Very cheap. And we have the Treasury of David hardcover, very nice condition. This is just volume 2, and this I sold for $17.95. Okay, so I have a paperback book In very nice condition, with the exception of this like tape or sticker residue at the top. I'm not sure what that is, but I noted that. In the Spirit and Power. And this I listed, it sold really quickly. It's apparently pretty rare and desirable, and I sold this for $27.99. Okay, so I have two different sewing patterns here, both to different customers, but this one is a Vogue Easy Options, new pre-owned but still factory folded. Looks like a beautiful dress. And this I sold for $23. And then we have a Butterick by Connie Crawford, also pre-owned but still factory folded. And this pattern I sold for $12.99. So both of these were either free or maybe a quarter. Very, very affordable. And then I have a pre-owned CD of Carmen, the Best of Then and Now. This is just in a cardboard sleeve. And this I sold for $10.25. All right, so today we have two items here. This I've had listed for a while. I really like it. I actually really considered keeping it. I just think it's really cute. So it's a completed and framed counted cross stitch with 4 hearts in a rustic frame. Now this piece is like taped in, so that could probably use like maybe something a little different, but anyways, super adorable. Nice workmanship. And this I sold for $41.55. And then I have a pre-owned paperback. It's, you know, it has some wear, but it's still in good readable condition. The Evidential Power of Beauty. And this book I sold for $11. Okay, so what we have here is a trilogy by Lori Wick. And this is the, excuse me, Tucker Mills trilogy. So just a 3-book set, paperbacks, pre-owned. I mean, have some wear, but are still in good condition. Very readable. This one has a little mark across the bottom page edge. These I've had listed a long time. I paid 50 cents a book for these, or actually I think I got these at a book sale, a bag of books for $5. So they were probably like maybe a quarter a piece, somewhere around there. Anyways, I sold these for $14.75. So today I have these little glass coasters, which are quite pretty. There's 4 in the original box. And they say, what do they say? I think they said something about Queen Anne. Oh, Lady Anne coaster set of 8. And these I have had listed for a while. I'd say a year and a half, 2 years-ish. And they just sold for $28. And then I have a pre-owned paperback, Christian Education Handbook. Has some wear, but still has a lot of use left in it. And this I sold for $8.75. And then lastly, this is a VTech InnoTab, I guess. It's for a SpongeBob game. This I just ended up with, I think I bought like a bag of things at the Goodwill, and it just happened to be in there. Saw it was worth a little bit, so I listed it. I have had it listed a while as well, but it just sold for $8.99. This is Strengthening Your Grip, a pre-owned paperback by Charles Swindoll, in very nice condition. It is a little bit older of a copy, and this I sold for $13. This is a new hardcover devotional, Every Day in His Presence by Charles Stanley. This I just recently listed and it went super, super fast. I sold it for $15.10. So I have this DVD pre-owned about Vermont, A Green Mountain Journey. This was one of those that just came with everything that didn't sell at a book sale that we made a donation for. And this hasn't been listed too long, and I just sold it for $15.99. It's kind of a more rare DVD. And then I have a pre-owned hardcover copy of this commentary on Psalms. It's number 5. Has a little wear, you can see. So a couple little bumps, but it still has a lot of life left in it. And this I sold for $32.99. Okay, so for the very last day of the month, last day of February, I had 2 pieces of fabric sell. So I love selling fabric. It makes me feel justified for buying it. Anyways, this is a vintage Cranston print. I don't know the name of it. I just listed it. It's a 1-yard piece. This was given to me by my grandmother, I believe. She was cleaning out her collection. A really cool thing now, like even if you don't know the name of a print, with Google image search, you can actually, like someone could have this fabric and take a picture of it and put it into Google, and it could find my listing by the image search. So sometimes even if I don't know the name of a fabric, I can find it by doing an image search, like if it's not on the Salvage Edge or something. This particular one, I just listed it and it sold. So this one sold for $13.99 for the 1 yard. It's a little bit more than a yard, so I said 1 yard plus. And then this is white on cream. You can see it's a half-yard cut, or actually it's 5/8. When I measured it, it was 5/8. I said half-yard plus. So this was from one of the fabric fairs, and you can see that I paid $125 for it. So this I sold for $12.
You just saw all the footage of everything I sold for the month of February, which I mentioned earlier was not the hottest month for me. I had a total of 34 sales and a total profit of $297.96. Now that's after eBay's fees, that's after my shipping fees, it's after the little bit of money I give to my daughter who helps me just as a little job for her. So when I divide that up by my sales, I averaged $8.76 profit per sale. So it's still thankful to have brought home a couple $100, but it definitely was not my best month. Now out of my sales, 4 of those items were sewing patterns, which is one of my newer favorite things to sell because I can ship them very affordably most of the time. 3 pieces of fabric, which is also a newer item that I've more recently started selling. 15 books. Always love selling books. Now, it wasn't a total of 15 sales of books. It was, some of those were, like I know there was a trilogy, so that was 3 books. Also, 4 DVDs and 3 CDs. I know a lot of people think that CDs and DVDs are like of the past, and maybe they are to a degree, but there still is a demand for them, and I sell quite a bit of them. A lot of times I get them for free or next to nothing, so I really enjoy selling them too. They're also another lightweight item that is fairly affordable to ship. So now I listed 62 listings, which is not super great. I'm desperately working towards 2,000 active listings. That's been my yearly goal for the last, well, this is year 3. And will I make it? Let's hope. I mean, I gained a little ground this month, but not much. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next month and maybe I'll do better. Fingers crossed.